Okay, Steady Eddie here. So this video, I'm going to have a bit of a chat about darts and just darts in general. Uh, Little things about when you start out and sort of when you get to a stage when you're playing really well and you want to invest in better darts and spend the money. But so I've got here a selection of darts out of my collection. So when you look at darts and stuff like that, people say do more expensive darts make you play better. That's quite subjective, really. Now, some people throw better with better darts because it gives them confidence. So, for argument's sake, you might think Luke Littler darts is the way to go. So you get yourself a set of Luke Littlers and you play like a hero. And maybe not as well as Luke does, but you find your balance and stuff like that. But I would say in the beginning, you want to get yourself a set of cheap darts. Don't go too cheap, but there's some good ones on the market now. So we'll start off with a set of darts that I've had a little while. I pick up occasionally. I don't really throw them that often. Are these. Now, they're Target darts. They're not Swiss points. I did change points out to Veloute points because I fancy something a bit different because the darts weren't holding the ball very good. But that's another sort of thing I'll talk about in another video. These are Phil Taylor darts. You can only buy them on Amazon. Now, they're around, I think I paid around 22 quid for them. They were an absolute bargain. They're a straight barrel dart. They've got a nice little bit of grip on them. They're no thrills grip, but they're quite grippy. They're quite nice. For 22 quid, it came with 3 sets of stems, 3 sets of flights, and a month's subscription to Darts Counter in the actual package. So, absolute bargain. It's like 22 quid. You can only buy them on Amazon. You cannot get them through Target. Okay. Now, Amazon do a few different ones. I think there's a set of RVBs, barn about you can get. I think they do a really cheap set of ASPs, that sort of thing. They're darts. They're not Swiss point, so the points are our standard. If you want to change points, you've got to get a pointing tool to take the points out and put longer points in or different grippy points, that sort of thing. But for a beginner dart, I would highly recommend these. These are fantastic, really good grip. I threw all right with them. Hit quite a few 180s. I never really fully settled on them. I've got lots of different sets that I sort of chop and change between. But cheap set of darts, £22 from Target. Target darts, you can get them from Amazon. I think they're exclusive to Amazon, so they're definitely worth a look. Argos do have their own sort of thing as well, which they do cheap darts and stuff like that. But the one thing I would say is steer clear of brass darts. That's what you find in a pub behind the bar and stuff like that. They're cheap and cheerful. The barrels like that big. You're not going to improve with those sort of darts. These, I believe, are 80% nickel tungsten, so they're fairly slim. I got them in 22 because I like the slightly lighter dart these days. But these are really, really good darts for the money. So definitely worth thinking about if you're a beginner. Straight barrels are a good way to start off with. It's a way of learning how to throw the dart, grip the dart, and stuff like that, and they're fairly well balanced. So definitely worth the thought on those. So we're going up into the realms of slightly more expensive darts now. I haven't brought them to the table with me, but you've got like the Bolides and stuff like that, loads of different barrel shapes and stuff like that. I've got the Bolide 01s, the Bolide 02s, and the Bolide 04s. The 01s and 02s are very similar. The 04s have got little the tapered in the middle. I won't go into those. For about a dart in the range, about £40, they're pretty good. Going on to another set of darts, recently purchased. These are the Scope 04. Now these are slightly different barrel shape. So they're not straight barrels, they are a tapered barrel. So they're sort of fatter in the middle, they taper to the front, and they sort of taper to the back. So I've been dabbling with these a little bit last week or so. Throwing all right. I just wanted a dart with a different barrel shape because I've got very similar sort of barrel shapes at home. So these are a bit different. You can grip them at the front, but because they taper at the front, they're a bit awkward. So it's more of a mid to rear grip. The grip pattern on them is actually really cool. I'll do an actual review on these at some point. They're really nice. Swiss point, so you can change points out. As always, I always go for 40mm points. I love the longer point. For me, suits my game down to the ground. K-Flex flights because they last forever. Really nice dart. So definitely another dart, £60. I think I paid $59.99 for them on Amazon. Next day delivery, turned up at the door, fantastic. Can't really go wrong. You can go through Target as well. They do next day delivery. I just go for Amazon because it's easier. I do order through Target as well. But yeah, very nice dart. Slightly different barrel, but mid-range dart for £60. They do different barrel shapes. They do a straight barrel as well. Grip on them is exceptional. Definitely worth thinking about for a mid-range dart. So if you're looking for a slightly different barrel shape, there's lots of variety in the mid-range darts. Again, I believe they're 90% tungsten, 22 grams. They do suit me quite well. So going on to another mid-range dart now are these. These are the Asp Echoes. Basically the same as Gen, nigh on the same as the Gen 2s, just they're black. These I think were about 59.99, 65 quid, something like that. Again, off Amazon. I quite like the K-Flex flights on them. 40mm points, because I like my 40mm points. These darts are different from the other ones. These are a front weighted barrel, torpedo shaped barrel. They've got a nice grip to them. So if you look at Nathan Aspinall, the way he throws, he grips the dart quite close to the back. The nice thing with these darts is you can grip them just behind the bulge. So if you're a front gripper, they're quite good. The nice thing with the front weighted barrel is they do tend to go in quite straight because the weight is pointed forward. So the dart will always sit up. They're pretty cool. They're a nice dart. Played a few games with them. I've won a few games with them. A few 180s with them and stuff like that. Definitely, again, if you're after a front weighted barrel, £60. You really can't go too far wrong with that. I think at the moment, as of this video, Target have actually got an offer on at the moment with a little bit of a bundle. Comes with the case, the Asp K-Flex and the darts. I'm not quite sure on the price, but it'll work out quite cheap if you're after a nice little setup. Again, really nice little dart. For the mid-range budget, it's pretty good, 60 quid. Darts are expensive these days, so mid-range budget, £60 isn't bad. So I'll go on to another set of darts now. So these are a set that I use quite a lot in matches, depending on how I'm feeling at the time. But you all would have seen these on TV a hell of a lot lately. They are the Luke Littler Gen 1s. What can I say about them? Fantastic. I love them. Really, really, really nice dart. The excellent grip to them. The pixel grip and that sort of thing. So they'll suit if you're a front gripper, mid gripper, rear gripper. You can grab them anywhere in the barrel and you've got instant grip. Really nice. Again, 40mm points, and I've got the 40mm, the intermediate K-Flex, Luke Littler K-Flex on them. Awesome dart. About £100 or $99.99, I believe they are on Amazon and on Target. Really nice dart. The only thing is, this is nigh on the same setup as Luke has. These are the 40mm Swiss points and the number 6 intermediate K-Flex. I find personally it balances the dart beautifully. The darts go in nice and straight and that sort of thing. Luke throws with 45mm points. Target have yet to bring them out. So if Target do watch my videos, can you please bring out the 45mm points? You will make an absolute killing on them, because people will buy them because that's what Luke uses. So please, 45mm Swiss points would be awesome. Also 40mm Storm points as well. 35mm points isn't quite long enough, but 40mm points would be fantastic. Please. Anyway, so yeah, the Luke Littler Gen 1s, fantastic dart. The loadouts as well, again, another dart you can get, their budget dart, they're around about the £50 mark. They're Swiss points. Basically same sort of barrel shape, same sort of, the grips in the same sort of place. What these are, they just haven't got the pixels. So if you're after a budget Littler dart, again, they're tungsten. I think about 80 or 90% tungsten. They're a nice dart. I don't own a set. I know a friend who has a set and I have actually thrown them. They're pretty good. They're not bad at all. But they're pretty good for £100 darts. they're nice. They're worth thinking about. If you're looking at splashing the cash and you want to spoil yourself, they're really nice. So, going on to my next set. I've only got another 2 sets to go, so I could go for all my sets. It'll take ages. So, the little Gen 1 prodigies, because I just can't get enough Gen 1s. I got these from as some birthday money, and I wanted to treat myself. And my birthday is literally 2 days after the Target launch, so I thought, why not? These are an exceptional dart. The only negative I would find with them is they only come in 23 grams, which is the weight Luke throws with. Okay. Really nice dart, exceptional dart again. If you like the pixel grip, they're really good. I found these slightly grippier than the original Gen 1s. I think it's because they don't have that black PVD coating on them. But they're a really nice dart. I throw with 22 gram on the Gen 1s, and these are 23. So the gram difference can make a bit of difference. I've had some exceptional games with these. I do flip between the two occasionally and that sort of thing. They're £130. So they're not a cheap set of darts. So if you're after a pixel dart, you can get the G1 pixels for £100 or pay an extra 30 quid to get these. They come in a nice little cool little tin. You get the gold Swiss point tool, I think a spare set of points, and the limited edition K-Flex number 2s, which look, they're purple, they look really cool. They look snazzy as anything on them, they look really nice. Again, nice dart. Straight barrel, they're awesome. Definitely say if you're after a collector's item, that you can sort of pick them up. They come in a nice little presentation tin, that sort of thing. You want to keep safe, don't use them. They might be worth some money in the future, but considering the amount of darts that Target are banging out with Luke Littler's name on them, I doubt it. But again, really nice dart. I missed a 9 darter with these. I missed a 170 checkout with these the other night. No, I didn't. I missed some of the other G1s. But yeah, nice dart. 130 quid. So now getting to the realms of the very expensive. So I did have a set of the Chronos. I've got in the other videos. I got a review on them. Now, it was my dad's birthday not long after I actually won them. I threw them for a little bit. Couldn't really get on with them. I couldn't. They're a nice dart for £150 set of darts. They're stunning, beautiful dart. Just couldn't find they weren't quite suited to me. So it was my dad's birthday and I was feeling generous, so I gave my dad a set of Chronos for his birthday. So he was a happy chappy, but he loves them. He's playing really well with them. He likes them a lot. So the most expensive set of darts I own. Also the most expensive darts Target sell apart from the Elysians. The Target Ultramarine. These retail for £199. 200 quid for a set of darts. These are exceptional. The detail on them, the milling on them, everything about them is just gorgeous. I've had these now nearly 12 months. I don't use them that much now. I tend to go between the Littlers, and I've got a couple of sets I play with. I've worn the grip out on them, which is really sad. Still extremely grippy for a set of darts, but they are beautiful, beautiful set of darts. Just everything about them is really cool. I bought these because I struggle with the grip of fingers due to work, because I'm a builder, do carpentry, plastering, that sort of thing. My hands dry out and I was struggling to grip the darts. So I thought, killer cure. I was looking at the darts, I see some reviews on them, I thought, why not? So I got the O2s, which are a tapered barrel, so the front tapered barrel, in 21 grams. So they're really light. And last year I smashed in so many 180s with these, it wasn't even funny. I have tried the 40mm points in them through really well. I put the 35mm Swiss points on them because I needed to swap some points around. But for a set of darts, they're really cool. They come in an awesome presentation box, beautiful box. Swiss point tool, case, 2 spray sets of points. I have the K-Flex with them as well. These are the original K-Flex that came with them. I've had these for 12 months. and they're still looking rather good, which is unbelievable. You'd think with a really grippy dart they would tear to pieces. The one thing I have discovered, the Storm Point is really good. So instead of like a dart with a hard shoulder, that bit there is quite squared off. That will come in. That will smash your pot. That will smash any flight to pieces. K-Flex do take a beating. The Storm Point's really good because it helps deflect the barrel around the flight, so it protects the flight a little bit. It's really good. You can get for like standard points. I can't remember what they're called now. Like a little plastic piece that goes over the actual point. So at the end of the point where it meets the barrel, you can get like an add-on piece that just sits on there and protects your flights a little bit. But a £200 set of darts, really good. I did lose count, but I think it was around about 3,180s with them over the year, practicing and games and bits and pieces. Excuse me. So, really good dart. So, does a better set of darts make you a better player? I think it gives you confidence if you've got a good set of darts. I think having a decent set of darts fills you with confidence. It's no different to any sport. If you're using cheap equipment, you don't tend to feel good when you're wearing it. It doesn't quite fit quite right compared to better equipment. Same with football boots. When I was playing football back in the day, I had cheap boots. They felt great. Pair of Adidas Predators, felt amazing. Felt like David Beckham. Didn't play like him, but I felt good. But it's a confidence thing. So, but yeah, I think starting out, I wouldn't say go out and spend 200 quid on a set of darts. It's not worth it, because if you find you don't get on with them, it's a lot of money. I've always been told get the best you can afford and whatever feels good for you. There's a lot of sports shops around that, or dart shops around that you can go and test a dart before you buy them, which I highly recommend you do. It's definitely worth doing. If you're spending your hard-earned pennies, check them out first. It's like trying on a pair of shoes. Don't be disheartened if you don't find that. If you buy a set of little G1s and they don't suit you, you're never going to play like Luke. He's an exception to the rule. He's another level. But if you feel confident in the way your game is going, a set of darts that you feel good about throwing is definitely worth $1 million. But I've got lots of sets of darts I've been playing for a very long time. I know roughly what sort of barrel worked for me, what barrels won't work for me, because I've had many sets of darts over the years, which I've trialled and errored and stuff like that. So, but first thing I would say recommend is get yourself a cheap set of darts, a decent cheap set of darts. Like I said, these ones from Amazon, 20 quid. You can't go too far wrong. They're awesome dart for 20 quid. Fantastic. Months free subscriptions. Darts Counter. Well, that's a fiver before you start. And for 20, I think they're 22 quid, 25 quid max. 3 sets of stems, 3 sets of flights. You can't really knock that, to be honest. Value for money, that's the way to go. If you want a little bit more, spend a little bit more money, get a set of bowlides. They're really good, and that sort of thing. But have a look around, check the market out. And don't be obsessed with buying players' darts, because they don't always make you play like that player. And don't be disheartened if you don't. Just practice and you'll improve and that sort of thing. I've got other videos I'm going to be sort of doing soon. Helping your grip. So if you suffer with dry hands, sweaty hands, that sort of thing, we'll do a little video, probably a little short on that. And do a little bit more on throwing techniques and stuff like that. And I will do some reviews on these darts that I've shown you and the other sets I've got as well. So there's plenty to come, looking forward to soon. I am definitely pushing my YouTube a little bit more in the future. If you have any questions about what I've been talking about, my incoherent babbling for 20 minutes, drop a like, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, which should be in the bottom corner there somewhere. And if you've got any questions, just ask. I'll get back to everybody. I promise. I'll try and get back to everybody. Not that I get many comments, but I will get back to you. But yeah, take it easy. Enjoy your arrows and just keep the tungsten flying. And I may see you in one of the leagues soon. Have a good one.